What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Cookie DAO today. Hit that like button, subscribe, and thank you all for being here. Let's get into it, okay? I've been meaning to talk about Cookie DAO for the past week now, and I just haven't had time to talk about it. Or maybe I have had time, but I've chosen other videos instead. Either way, I'm making time today. Here we are, at 2 cents. The same price that we were at the very beginning of February. Here we are at the very beginning of March. We had a nice little bit of recovery. And I did make a post on x.com, a couple posts even, saying that this was a good area to accumulate, and that we looked at the 1 hour time frame here. Was it the 4 hour time frame maybe? It just looks like a nice rounded bottom. It seems like we're in an accumulation zone, an accumulation phase, and accumulate we did, pump we did with some size, with some volume, and now we're pulling back. I mean, to me, you guys, looks like what you have here is a rounded bottom, a double bottom, nonetheless, and a bull flag, right? This is good stuff. This is good. It's not bad. That's for damn sure. It would suck if we gave it up, but typically pump and dumps, well, they pump and they dump, and this seems to be some hardy consolidation here. Let's look at the short-term stuff, and then we'll zoom back out. All right, the 1 hour time frame here. This is kind of, I will say that this is kind of odd right here. I don't know what to make of that, but nonetheless, I think that we're still within the confines of this range overall. Maybe we're even breaking out of it technically. Maybe we are right here. Let's see. Something like that. Yeah, I guess maybe we are. That could have bullish implications. Although I'm not a fan of things whenever they break out, just kind of like leeching out sideways there. I don't like that. But anyways, 1 hour time frame. Looking at this, the RSI rejected the oversold zone. It's not a bad thing. You have some rather neutral readings here. It's really not ideal at all to reject the oversold zone and then find resistance at the 50. Typically, that means you go lower. But again, you rejected the oversold zone. You came up, you found resistance at the 50 once, twice, 3 times. Where's the going lower? The fact that you rejected the 50 is not ideal, but the fact that you rejected it and didn't go anywhere, and you're just kind of crowding this area, that does give me some bullish implications. Right? You're not doing what you would normally see in this bearish situation. If you're not doing that, maybe you're doing something else. Right? That's the idea that I'm running with there. Stochastics look a little bit weird. They just look weird. I'm not going to make a comment on that. And I guess they're more bearish than bullish, but they look weird. Okay. The MACD is also bearish, I would say, with some not really any bullish implications there. Not getting a lot off the 1 hour. But you look bearish also when you're at your lows. You look bullish when you're at your highs with the MACD. I'm not really too worried about it. It's the 1 hour time frame. These indicators are a little bit, not the RSI, but the MACD and the stochastics in particular are less reliable on these shorter term time frames. The last time we were oversold on the stochastics here on the 4 hour, we were at a low point. The time before that here, we were at a low point. The time before that here, I wouldn't really say we were at a low point there. It's not perfect, but in this kind of trend, in this endeavor, where we're finding support at prior areas of resistance here, where we have this bull flag, we're moving down without volume. The stochastics are here. We're in an area to find support. I think it looks fine. The RSI overall, I think, has more of a bullish posturing. You're providing neutral readings now, but it is a bullish posturing. We look at this here. I want to take this low to this high. Maybe I should take the overall low. I think I'm going to take the overall low. It's weird. It's just weird, man. I don't know what to make of this. Let's just say this. If we were to go lower, 1.96 cents, which is not that far away, we're at 2 cents, to 1.815 cents, somewhere in this area might be where we find support. And if we were to go down there, that's also right at prior areas of resistance here, so that could be a solid area to find support. We would still have higher lows as well. So in our worst kind of case scenario, that might be what it is, and maybe we see a B, C correction in that kind of format there. 1.8 to 1.96 cents is the low end of the expectations should we go lower. I don't think that we're going to see a lower low, and I do think that we will progress from here and move higher. Okay. I haven't been keeping up with the fundamentals and the news updates of Cookie DAO, but somebody, I'd give you a shout out. I forgot who told me. Somebody who I think I've talked to before. They were telling me that that Cookie switched from an AI. What's the like rewards-based social interaction ecosystem, whatever, to a model like poly market, a prediction market. That's what I was trying to say. They're switching, they're shifting gears to a prediction market. I haven't heard anything about that. Somebody just mentioned that to me. I should probably look that stuff up before I say it, right? But somebody was asking if they think that's good or bad. If Cookie is trying to implement prediction markets, guys, I think that's a really good thing. I think they got the right tech. They probably got the right minds for it too, and it's at such a low market cap. Prediction markets were some of the fastest growing businesses in the world in 2025, right? From like the fastest growing startups and the fastest, like the highest value, from like lowest to highest. Like it was some of the most impressive stuff. Cookie DAO's at such a low market cap. I mean, getting into prediction markets, there's definitely not a whole lot of competition there. There's a lot of people who are trying maybe to create something that's better than Polymarket or Kalshi, but I don't know, man. I mean, I think that could be good. I think that Cookie DAO could definitely compete. Anyways, 4-hour time frame. I'm not bearish here. Everything to me is in more of a bullish posturing. The fact that we're here oversold and we've got higher lows overall, and we could even go lower and still be fine. I think that we're more likely to turn up here than we are to turn down. The trick is that when we move up, we don't want to get a double top. We want to see volume increase as we're breaking out of this. It doesn't need to be above this. It just needs to increase. That's all, right? What we definitely don't want to see is a lot of volume at the top and then hesitation, or a move up that takes us higher but there's no volume coming in at all. Okay, so we want some volume to build as we're moving higher, and ideally not form a double top. The daily RSI rejected the overbought zone, stochastics rejected the overbought zone, and the MACD is building bullish momentum. All good things, but just not quite good enough. We're getting there, but where the oscillators are here are very close to where they were before whenever they found resistance. We want to see these oscillators cross above the zero, and at the current trajectory that we're on right now, within the next week, we should see that. So I think we'll have our answer here within the next week, and I'll make another video within the next week as well. I promise it won't be as long. We'll have our answer if this is something to take seriously, or if it was just like a bull trap, a false pump to get our hopes up, and now we're going to move back down. As long as we're not going below, what was it, 006 or 118? I'm sorry, 0018. No, 018. As long as we're not going below 1.815 cents, I think that we're okay. All right. That doesn't mean that we're going down there. Maybe we find support here. Maybe we find support here. Maybe we find support right where we are now. But as long as we're not going below 1.815 cents, I think we're okay. And if we are recovering, if we are moving up from here, I mean, we've got a long ways to recover, you guys. This thing was a total flop. Total flop. We look at this here from a high to a low. I think the minimum expectation from here, 2 cents, would be that we go all the way back up to 5.3 cents. And likely probably just above there. Because it's very typical to wick above the 382, maybe find some volatility, and then we can talk about continuing higher. Okay. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.